Here we have Pop Town Doc with Clock Tower, Pop Town Funko 15. This is one of the ones that they're all must cops from Back to the Future if you're a fan, but especially if you're just, that's an iconic like set, the Clock Tower, the Lightning, Doc. Like when I saw this, I was like, yes, must have. There he is in the back of the box with the rest of the new wave of Back to the Future pops that we have in 2020. Let's take him out of the set and check it out. Okay, so I just took it out of the box. I'm going to start off first with the pop, and then we'll take a look at the town or the tower that's right behind him. So if you could tell, like first off, like you could tell this is 1950s Doc because the hair is not as white as the 2015 Doc that released, or even the one from '85. So you can definitely tell this is the younger Doc. I like little detail there. He's got that cut from earlier, and then he's got you can see bags under his eyes. He's very worried, concerned. As you could remember from the movie, he was trying to get that set up so that at that exact moment the lightning would strike the DeLorean, but the little connectors and stuff kept coming loose, and Doc was doing all sorts of acrobatics in order to make sure he didn't fail Marty, and he was able to get him back home. But that's his concerned look of as he realizes he has to just toss his body over it and swing over and get everything connected properly so that way Marty doesn't miss his one chance to go back home. See the gloves, the shoes, the pattern on his shirt from the 1950s. The coat, everything he needs to have on in order to conduct his weather experiment, quote unquote. Now let's take a look at the clock tower. So now we take a look at the clock tower, and you can see the lightning is already striking it, and that beam is just shooting down. Really cool. Clock Tower is very iconic. I'd like to see them do a couple more things with Clock Tower. I'd like to see a movie moment maybe with Doc and Marty and the clock behind them, just the way it was in that photograph they took from the Old West. One minor detail, and some of you may notice this when you see it or when you purchase your Pop Town, is that it says Department of Social Services. It wasn't Department of Social Services until 1985. The clock tower in Back to the Future 1 during 1955 did not have any of this written in front of the tower. So whoever at Funko designed this clock tower, I think there's a flaw there as far as it being screen accurate 100%. It doesn't take away by how dope this piece still is, but if we want to be like nitpicky, 1955 clock tower did not have this. And you can Google and do research or rewatch the movie. You'll see that Department of Social Services at the beginning when Marty is still in 1985. But when we go back to 1955, it wasn't labeled that way. So a little bit of a discrepancy there on this set if we're trying to be 100% screen accurate. And it seems with this wave, they've kind of been hit or miss on some things. This clock tower is one of them. This silver hat on Future Marty is another one. I don't know if they just couldn't get the color right, but silver is like way off compared to the hat he was wearing in the movie. So that's kind of disappointing. We want everything to kind of be like perfect, screen accurate. That's why we collect this stuff, but still very dope because it's clock tower. We haven't had that as a set piece yet. And then we have a different Doc Brown to go along with it. The concerned 1955 Doc Brown, who succeeded in his mission, but then towards the end of Back to the Future 2, he thinks that he failed Marty because Marty is back from the future, and it just completely like blows his mind that he just sent him to the future and Marty is back again from the future. So that is Pop Town, number 15, Doc with the Clock Tower. I was able to get this half off with some box lunch money, and it arrived like in mint condition, and this is very, very essential piece, and I had to have it right before I started purchasing all the individual Funko Pops from this series. I wanted to make sure this one didn't sell out, and that I had it along with the SDCC Marty, and then from that point I can start collecting all the rest once the hardest pieces have been acquired. Thank you for watching, and hopefully this made your decision, if you were on the fence, a bit easier. I like to provide videos just because I'm a fan. I watch your guys' videos just to see, okay, if there's a pop I'm kind of curious about, I want to see what it looks like, I want different angles, I want video of it before I go and make a purchase, or I just want to see it before I see it, or some of you don't want to take it out of the box, so I'll take it out of the box in order for you guys to see it, and hopefully that's helping you guys out. At the end of the day, just keep doing this for fun. Thank you.